What's up, everybody? DMCX, welcome back to Smashing 4. Now, before we, get started with these balance changes, this video was originally planned for Friday, but unfortunately, a couple of plans kind of changed and kind of like fell back on me of making this video. But these, by the time you watch this video, these balance changes are either going to come live on the 14th, which is actually tomorrow, or today. But for the video, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be for today, which is gonna come on live. But what mainly I'm gonna do for this video is just say all the changes that are happening, and I'm just gonna say right there if I like it or like it, don't like it, or hate it in general. So let's just get started with Archer. Arrow damage increased by 10%. I guess it's alright. I mean, they kind of nerfed Archer technically. But, okay. Assassin. Health increased by 3%. Ability increased by 4%. So, even though I love Assassin's my favorite hero, I think this is pretty much unnecessary. Like, Supercell, not Supercell, Smash 4 community, pretty much is trying to make Assassin pretty OP, which it might be OP very, very soon, unfortunately. Banshee. Now enchants your sub. Speed decreased by 23%. Health increased by 4%. Damage increased by 3%. Uh, like I said with Assassin, they're trying to make Banshee OP. That's... Yeah. But this one I'm kind of excited about. One of the things is Blacksmith. I like Blacksmith. He kind of deserved a nerf, like an ability nerf, which, as you can see, ability decreased by 10%. I like it. Bomber. Dynamite damage increased by 16%. That's... I'm not a big fan of Bomber. I mean, he is a glass cannon, but I'm not a fan of Bomber. But Genie. Ability now deals damage equal to 24% of enemies' maximum health at all levels. Wait. So I don't... Wait. Now deal damage equal to 20% of maximum health. So it's gonna take 5 hits. So kind of like... Genie's gonna be OP. Let's just say that. Goblin. Damage decreased by 5%. Ability increased by 25%. So rework. I guess he was kind of OP in the Hall of Heroes, so Sentinel. Pretty much a very disappointed hero of all time. Beam damage increased by 15%. I mean, it's not gonna replace Rocketeer. Which, speaking of which, I'll probably talk about it in a minute. Jaguar health increased by 4%. They're trying to keep buffing Jaguar for some reason. I'm not really sure about that. Pirate damage increased by 4%. I used to not like Pirate, but now, ever since the health nerf, I actually think it's alright now. So the damage buff, it's not going to change much. Rocketeer, rocket damage decreased by 11%. Yes. Rocketeer needed a nerf. It was pretty OP. Satyr, health decreased by 5%. Satyr was also OP. Special with Blacksmith, which I'm actually glad to see that Satyr got a nerf. But I would have wished that his damage got a nerf instead of his... I wish his damage got a nerf instead of his health, which... Pretty much the only bad thing about it. Skeleton damage increased by 4%. Yeah, I think it's alright. Trent. Once again, just like Assassin. Well, so I don't really like it as much, but they're trying to buff Trent so many times. Ability now increase friendly heroes damage by 6% at all levels. I mean, I guess that's a buff for lower level Trent, but a slight nerf to higher level Trent. I gotta say is, like, Smash 4 community are trying to like make Trent, I don't know. Let's just continue. Vampire health decrease, healing decreased by 60%. Yes. Not 100% what I wanted, but Vampire needed a nerf somehow. It was too OP. Just like Zombie, which unfortunately has not got a nerf. Like, why? That's just disappointment. That's pretty disappointing to me still, as Zombie hasn't got a nerf. But I'm glad that Vampire got a nerf. I'm glad that Satyr got a nerf. I'm glad that Blacksmith got a nerf. I'm glad. Assassin getting the buff, it's a little unnecessary. Like, I feel it's going to get a nerf, like, in February or March, which, that's my main concern. But, anyways, Wizard. Ability now deals damage equal to 20% of enemy's current health at all levels. So it's a nerf, but pretty much a like Wizard needs a like Wizard may need it a nerf, but I don't think this would change much. I'm not sure. You can go to comment down below, but anyways, let's continue with some more. And to finish all up, is seasonal area balance changes, which Fire Pillar, Spike Ball, and Ring of Fire, all their damage is decreased by 50%, and the bumpers, which I hated. And since my last video with the Hall of Bumpers, it didn't go well, guys. I like how everyone looked at it, but it was pretty much a bust. But pushing power decreased by 50%. So a indirect nerf to Goblin and Bomber, which was needed. Overall, I actually really like these balance changes. I really like them. This is probably one of the best, in my personal opinion, that they had so far. If they added Zombie, then it would have been like 10 out of 10. Like, seriously, if they nerfed Zombie, 10 out of 10. Best changes of all time. But that's pretty much the main thing I want to talk about. So, thank you for so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share it to a fan or fam, and most importantly, comment out what videos y'all want to see next. By the way, I may do a video in the next few days, which will be different. So, I'll see y'all next time.